the prolapse uterus and pulling her up so she's ageless, and the prostate for men, pulling that up so he has his vitality. And all that happens. And after that, I did an easy. Come around. It's like dance. And come back up. After they go through that journey, then
You are committed.
to Steve. The herbs are already inside of the cavity, and he is all out. I put some for the top. Yeah. And they go in and look, and sit down. Head is here, here. And I know you're talking about the Joni steam. This is the ultimate Joni everything steam. My ancients call it the shishad. And that steam comes up to the womb of the prostate, into the womb of the heart, and into the womb of the mind. And you let go of everything that's not of use to you, not of service to you. You let go of your pain, you let go of your suffering, you let go of your lack, your limitations, and it comes out through your pores. And you get a chance to live a life. A new life. We come out of that. We have the aromatherapy happen. And then from here we take it to a luscious bath. And we put rose petals. And we have the aromatherapy. And we give you tea. And you relax. And you come into
They're asking about cost and what is this called? Like, what is this?
This is our universal ashram treatment. Get the full treatment. Work with you for about 3 hours. And it's 4 of us who work together. Well, it's actually 4 or 5 of us. I have my assistant, Queen Blue, she has her assistant. Then we have Takara, our massage therapist. Is that fabulous? When they see it, they say, oh my gosh, it's you, celebrity, it's going to massage me. It's all that. Then you have the healer that you get to the most delectable meal. You have your, if you come during the daytime, it's your vegan, high-level brunch. Or you come in the evening, and then you have a scrumptious, delicious, life-transformative meal. Vegan or first class. And you might want to sit down and just relax. And have a cup of tea. And then reflect on your life, or what you need to let go of, or how you need to restart or reset. Or it's, as opposed, you might be going through a divorce, which I call it transformation. Or you may be waiting to have a new relationship with you. What is this relationship? Is it really all that? Or maybe it is. And you're so blessed because you did your work. I love when Velvet Star says, I did. And so you heal through liquids, you heal through sweat, you heal through bathing, you heal through Buddhist nourishment, you heal through inversion, you heal through aromatherapy, you heal through light treatment, you heal through women who care for you and take care of you. And that's the magic. The women who take us through, they're sacred women. They're conscious because they know this. We are the women who light the darkness. We have come to light the darkness. It is like we have overcome the destroyers. We are left those who hide their faces, who sunk down. They look upon us men. We are the women. We are the heroes. So, all of that, this is my sacred space. And all I'm doing is...
Where are you located?
In LA. It's exclusive. We're not going to give you the address. It's exclusive. Only one at a time.
How do you book?
What you?
How do I book?
Well, you www.4.com. We're going to have to shift the price a bit because it's a lot of work. We realize we just opened 2 weeks ago and we're ready for it. We're just like absorbed with the wellness. And I'm so grateful because this is a vision. And I will tell everyone to hold on to your vision no matter what. People will say, I think you're crazy. I think it's not the right time. This is a pandemic. Are you for real? Absolutely, because this is when people are on a high stress level and they need special care. And it's exclusive, so only I can see we together, myself, Laura Daniel, who we see one client at a time, maybe a sister, a mother, daughter, a husband, wife. So this is for a reset for all of us. And this is my sacred space. That's yours. Come with me. Because we have some more spaces to investigate. Oh, that was fun. That's on the journey. And always, when they come in, I always have to do a little consultation. I just can't help myself. They come tears, they come stressed out. I have to pull out my pendulum on them. I have to do a reading on them and see where they are, see what the problems are located in their body. I said, your left brain is working. What about your right brain is congested? Oh, the right lung is good, but the left lung is congested. What are you holding on to? Who are you angry at? What's going on? And I give them some really powerful tools to unlock their reality so they will flow and have health and longevity. Okay, so I just got so charged up looking at our guests coming through and their sacred space. So I'm like, so how is my headpiece, everyone? Is it okay? You know, I'm standing on my head and all that. It's okay, good, all right, fine. And if it's not, you're still gonna love me anyway because you forgive me for being out of alignment. I'm in alignment because I'm with you and you're still sending me love and I'm loving you back. And it's all about the healing. So I'm just seeing who is with us. Tania and West Holland. Can we get them some music? Oh my gosh, they just can't come in here kind of way with all this kind of love. These are the founders of Salt Lounge Long Beach. As healers and wellness entrepreneurs, I love the entrepreneur Wesley and to be the whole who works together to bring attention to the importance of balancing the mind, the body, and the spirit. Healing and helping others has always been a passion of theirs. Over 15 years, of experience in the wellness and spiritual wellness industry, the whole is hope to uplift and empower all those they come in contact with. The Soft Lounge provides a space for creation and an opportunity for them to be advocates for self-healing. They have seen the results of tapping into their personal power to change your life as well as those around you. Proud recipients of the California Small Business of the Year Award for 2020. They did it. They are the reward for me for being together, working together, and bringing the wellness to us. Thank you so much, family. Yay!
Hi. Thank you so much for having us.
Wow, you got me so hyped and excited. I said, you know what? I gotta show my sacred space. And
it's beautiful.
So thank you so much as a divine couple for bringing us into your sacred space. Please tell us all about yourself and your sacred space and how you even got into being entrepreneurs as a couple during these times, especially on this pandemic. Please share with us.
Awesome. Well, my name is Tanai Holder. I am an intuitive healer, a spiritual teacher, and a wellness entrepreneur. The reasoning behind the Salt Lounge, I found during my journey becoming a Reiki master, was to empower people and give them hope, but provide a space where you could come and see people that look like you. That was important because I feel like there's a sacredness and a hopefulness and a sense of empowerment when you see somebody that looks like you. That wasn't available to me on my journey until a few years ago. So I just wanted to have somewhere where people could come, they would feel good, they would feel uplifted, they can just take their mind off from the outside world and tap into themselves. But before this, we were just in our living room. I was doing my energy work in the living room. He was wellness coaching in the dining room, and we were just making it happen.
And one of the things, hey, my name is Wes Holder. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm so excited to be here. One of the things that I love most about the Salt Lounge is we get to experience so many different types of guests. We'll experience a couple that's on their first date that just wants to hang out. Then later on in that day, you might get someone who is extremely depressed and possibly suicidal. We see people in their early 20s up to senior citizens. And so it's so beautiful because it's so many of us that want to work on ourselves. There's so many of us that really want to grow. And there's so many of us that, are looking to heal energetically. And for us, it's an honor because this was a dream of ours. And I know you experienced it as well. When you share your dream, people think you're half nuts. And then they're like, oh, okay, later on. And so we're just so thankful. And it's an honor to be here with you today. And so we're just happy to be in your presence.
Wonderful. Well, it's reflective. I totally appreciate what you're doing for our community. And so in coming together, how long have you been working on this vision to make it a reality? Did it take several seasons? I mean, how did it all come together?
Well, we originally had corporate jobs. We were very, very stressed out in those jobs, and we knew we needed to take a break and make a change for our lives. And right after we got married, actually for our honeymoon, we sold all of our things and we backpacked around the world, and that really opened our minds to new experiences. And we knew when we came back, we had to share what we learned on that journey with everyone else. So that's when I got into energy healing. Wes was doing wellness coaching, but we found that we would end up working on clients together. So I was working on the inside out. He was working on the outside in. And we're like, okay, we need to do this. We need to be working together. This is not something we should have separate paths and walk along. So it started, I would say, maybe we were married 6 years. So it was right after that, about 6 years now. Mm-hmm.
And it was interesting because...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it was one of those things where, you know how spirit works through you. And so I felt like spirit chose us. You know, we had our lifestyle and we thought we were happy, but we knew there was something missing on the inside. And so it wasn't until we actually left the country, we moved to Bali, and that's what transformed everything for us. We were able to see how happy people were, and they didn't have all the flashy things that you see here. I mean, it was small home, but everyone was tight knit. And I was like, you know what, Wes, that's something to study. And so I really started reevaluating what was happiness to me. And none of the things that I was striving so hard to work for made it on that list. And so that's what spiraled into becoming a minimalist. And then I became vegan. And then I just really started simplifying, we both. Mm-hmm. Until we really found what happiness was to us.
There's none of that stuff. And after you do all the inside work, then you can have all of the stuff. Mm-hmm. So we really try to share that experience here. So we offer Reiki, we teach Reiki, we have a beautiful salt room where you can disconnect. We teach workshops, classes to empower you, because all that entire journey brought us back to ourselves. And that's what it always comes back to. As you mentioned, sharing your sacred space.
So it's self-transformation. Give thanks. What was the biggest challenges that you experienced on bringing this into reality?
I really try to. I'm really
so
intentional.
Many. I'm like, how many?
Because the journey has been so interesting. It's like you get to a certain point, and then you sit in that point for a minute, and then it's time to expand some more.
Come into the picture more. We see
sorry. Hey, you guys see me a little better? Okay.
Right, that's it. Okay.
But to answer the question, my way of thinking changed. I used to look at it as a challenge, especially opening this space, but it really changed because it was no longer a problem. It became a puzzle. And so once we kind of shifted that way of thinking, we didn't see any of the challenges in front of us as actual challenges, because a lot of times it'd be spirit slowing us down because there might be something else to add to this puzzle.
Faith was the biggest thing, because it was already planned for us. We did the work. A beautiful family friend saw the work that we were doing, invested in us. So it was like, we thought they were obstacles. Yes, finances, I would need to have that figured out. Or how do I get the licenses? Or how do I bring this together? How do I build community? Because we were new to Long Beach, but we knew we needed to be here. But once we just took a step and believed in God and had faith, then all the things flowed for us. So I wouldn't say it was challenging. It was just believing in ourselves and that we were supported and that the things would happen for us. That was the biggest thing.
I love that. You know how I look at it also? Not so much as challenge, enlightenment. To be enlightened. Oh, so this is happening. I need to learn something. I need to grow from this. I need to tap in deeper. I need to trust myself. I need to follow my spirit. So that's what I'm hearing, that it's not. I was listening to Sadhguru last night, And he was talking about karma. He's writing a book on karma. And he said, actually, karma comes if you resist the transformation. The life is a stepping stone. So everything that you went through really was a stepping stone for you to work together in this particular way. And then you had to fully trust yourself to let go of something that was so, we call that, well, you have to have a cushion, you have to have something to fall back on, and you can't give up that to get your true vision. And now you're actually created heaven on earth. How do you work together? If someone comes to see you, okay, I'm signing up now. Okay, I want to come up. I need help. I need healing. I'm going through some stress. Take me in. Take me through. What's the first thing that happens as I'm walking into your space?
Well, the first thing that happens is you are greeted and made to feel like you're at home. So we say whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. You want to take off your shoes. You want to relax, do what you need to do. And then we just go by how they feel. And we kind of decide from then who needs to work with who. How are you feeling? What's on your mind? What's on your heart? And then we go, is it a reading? Do we need to go deep? We use the Akashic records. Do we do energy work? We kind of let the client guide us into how we can assist them, and we flow together that way.
And so you know the formula. You know what is needed to help to align them, to purify them, to help them overcome. So it's customized.
Yes.
It is. One of the things that we've learned over the years was, it really comes down to how comfortable the client is. Because inside, something led you to the Salt Lounge. You don't know what brought you here, but somehow your GPS brought you here. Mm-hmm. But then sometimes our mind might come in, kick it. Oh, I can't, I don't know about salt therapy. I don't know about Reiki. And so we really try to make sure our top priority is making sure our guests are comfortable. Mm-hmm. Because, it's one thing to enter a healing space, but it's another thing to feel the energy once you enter a healing space. And so I know for some that might be a little overwhelming. And so we really try to make sure that you have all the time you need to make the decision that you want to make. It's not us guiding you. Yes, we give suggestions, but it's important that you make the decision from your heart space. Right. It might just be something as simple as an aura photo today. You just want to see a picture of your energy. I just want to do an aura photo, and that's all. Okay, cool. We'll do the aura photo. You go home, look at it, and then next week you might come back and you want to get an aura cleanse. And so that's one of the things I love most about this space, because I see so many guys that look like me. And as I was growing spiritually, I couldn't find anyone that looked like me. So if I see another black guy come in or another man of color, I'm excited. And so oftentimes, our wall is up. Now, I don't know this brother. I don't know what he's trying to do. So I'll see on occasion a guy might come in and first thing he wants to buy is just some incense. Hey, man, look, I'm just here for some incense. I'm good, bro. And then 2 weeks later, he comes back. Wes, man, you was talking to me about those crystals, man. Give me some more insight on that. And now we're talking about crystals. And then I see him come back and get some crystals. And so I see the journey all the way up until the point where we're doing card readings and we're doing aura cleanses and chakra balancing. But it's beautiful for me to see how we just started off talking about incense. And then, as we grow, it becomes a relationship. And that's one of the things we try to give all of our clients is a relationship, because once you start working on yourself, the journey never ends. It's a continuous journey. And so we want to help you build that relationship.
And take the tools that you need so you can go home. You're not dependent on us or this space. You can create what you found here and take it with you anywhere.
Wonderful. And with that, you're part of medicine. You're the medicine. So how are you living that they are even coming and feeling connected to you? Because you're being the medicine, they're drawn to you and your lifestyle. And during these times, are you doing anything particular for your day-to-day that keeps you focused, that keeps you in vision, that keeps you serving, giving, and receiving during this pandemic time? How are you living?
I'm setting strong boundaries with myself as far as what I'm consuming. So whether that's with my mind, what I'm watching, staying away from social media unless I know like I'm going for a specific purpose, or I know if I go here, this is going to make me feel good. The music I listen to, what I'm putting into my body, that's like my main focus right now, because you never know what you're going to get hit with. If you go on social media, there might be some news, there might be anything could be on there. So really setting boundaries with how I use my time and my energy and what I allow to come into my space is important instead of just letting everything in.
Yeah, the biggest thing has really just been the electronics. Keeping it like we're very intentional about when we pick up our phone. Why are we getting on our phone? Because there's so much power on our phone. I mean, you think about just all the contacts in your phone alone. That's energy that's connected to you without you even being intentional and realizing it. But one of the things that I've been doing is we just had a baby girl. She's watching this with her nana right now.
Organic babies will save the world.
And she's been really helping me a lot because seeing her at 9 months of age, you know, she's standing up for the first time and we're dancing and we're playing. And so being present is something that I'm healing, but more so my inner child because we're dancing all day. Queen, I've never sang and danced so much in a day until now. So it's doing so much for me, but I feel so happy and I'm learning through her just from her laughter and just from her showing me how to be more present. So that's really been the biggest thing for me at this time.
Well, the fact that you're entrepreneurs, you're working at home, you're working together, that returning ancestor, that big spirit that's come into the world, she came at the perfect time.
Yes, she did. I'm so thankful.
She's not going to have she's not going to grow up and have a whole bunch of issues as a teenager and be confused about who she is and what she is because you're energizing her because you can do this work at home. And that is medicine. That is a powerful healing family. So we thank you so much for showing us and demonstrating. We're all coming. How do we follow up? We want to make appointments right now. What do we have to do to go ahead and make our appointments?
Well, for anybody who wants to make appointments, we do offer them virtually as well because of everything that's going on.
That's wonderful.
Yes, so you will feel the energy the same. There's no limits, there's no boundaries. So you can check out the saltloungelb.com. And we have digital workshops, classes, energy services, readings, whatever you got, we got you. And there's a services tab where anybody can book the Salt Lounge LB.
I love that. That's being supernaturally creative. Now that is a whole other vibration. Come to the Salt Lounge, just click, and here we are together. I love it. I love you. Thank you so much. We're all feeling so much better because of the community. Thank you. We're in your sacred space, and we are feeling so charged. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Queen.
Have a great day. It was a pleasure.
Wow. Did you feel that? I felt that sacred space. I want to visit them. You want to visit them? Well, you can do it today. Make it happen. We're stressed out. There's answers. There's those who have lived the path. They know what to do. And this is a divine couple. Thank you. Thank you for the love, for the newborn baby, 9 months. What a space she created. She said, I'm going to wait until y'all are in a sacred place, and then I'm coming onto the plane, the planet. That's an enlightened soul. Wow. Well, this is so exciting because I met my sister who I'm going to bring in, Alicia Shaki. She's the co-founder. Shanku. Yes. Shanku, co-founder of Heal House. Do I feel about the Heal House? When I was in Brooklyn, we did a program, Sacred Women. We came to the Heal House. And it was extraordinary. And they were so loving and so warm. And I want to tell you about her, in her sacred space. Our beloved sister has moved from North Carolina to New York City to attend Pratt Institute, where she received her degree in interior design. Around this time, she began to delve more into a spiritual plant-based plant medicine and holistic lifestyle in her early 20s. She dealt with anxiety and depression and learned to cure herself, heal thyself, through diet and herbs. Sounds like my beginning. Her dedication to alternative medicine has always been an integral part of her lifestyle. She strongly believes that wellness knows no bounds, that you can be a multifaceted person and still be committed to your personal evolution in body, mind, and spirit. Heal House was born to inspire community while providing an accessible, inclusive, and diverse approach to what healing looks like. She took me in and Sacred Women, and we all was in a circle in her sacred space, her vision quest. I thank you for being that community activist to create a space for us to be, to heal. Here you are,
Hi.
Oh, you are sacred space. You are the embodiment of sacred space. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy to be here, Queen. It's so beautiful to see your face again and feel your energy through the virtual experience.
Thank you. Wow. So give us the details, the 411, how did you even get into this sacred space? What was your journey?
I mean, it was just such a blessing to hear the co-founders before me, because I just felt like I was resonating with so much of what they're saying, because I experienced the same as well. So wanting to dive into the wellness space, finding that, I was doing a lot of things for myself that I had to find for myself to heal myself. And then realizing within the Black community, we don't have access. And this was about 6 years ago, and sharing different herbal remedies with families and feeling like, why are we marketing these things that are detrimental to us? But remedies of the earth, ways to heal ourselves, were not things that we talk about or things that are marketed to us. So I started to share things with family and friends, and then moving into the wellness space, not seeing myself reflected. So not seeing my face on the client end and also the practitioner end, and wondering why there are not these spaces for us to go to that are community oriented and where we can feel like we are a part of holistic health and wellness, right? And so that was kind of where my mind started to open up, and knew I wanted to create a space for us to feel comfortable and feel like we belong to this, and where we can explore what our journey is within this space. So that's kind of where Heal House was born for me. My business partner has a story as well, but we wanted to create an inclusive, accessible wellness experience where people can come in, they can hear different music. There's not this stigma attached to healing. You can really come in, flow, resonate with whatever resonates with you, whether that is just starting out with a smoothie. I resonated with the man before me talking about how it started with incense. That's very much for us, starting with something small. And maybe that leads you into a meditation class. Maybe that leads you into being interested in holistic medicine or energy healing. But it's really about creating a space where people can come and not feel judged, where they can unfold and experience for themselves.
As you're talking, I was walking into the sacred space. And I said, wait a minute, this is in Brooklyn, on Fulton Street. And I was so proud. I said, oh my God, this is our space. I took it on like that. This is our space. Oh, I'm so happy. I don't have to go outside of my community and to other people to give me that same space. I've been in all the different spaces. But when I went in that space, I said, the Sacred Room will love this. And we brought actually the king, queen of comfort.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
What?
And it's crazy because I had manifested you to come to the space before you even came. Like, I had thought, what if Queen Afua came to the space? So it was such divine timing and intention when you came. And the fact that you even say that is, I want to cry, because that's what I created it for, And I often say I went to interior design school to create this space, and for that sole reason. It wasn't about my career. It was really about creating that.
You had a formulation of art and beauty. And, sometimes you have a vision and it doesn't quite catch. You got to go back to the drawing board. Well, it caught, because I went out and said, oh, no. And we just, in that, we was in a circle, and we sung, and we was ourselves, and we had our culture, and then we had the herbal bar, and it was just such a space of comfort, and Beautiful. The medicine was on the walls. The medicine was in the welcome. The medicine was in the vibration and the prayers. We felt the whole space. So I want to thank you for having the strength, the courage, and the vision for creating that space, and continue to be inspired to grow spaces like that. But that only comes from inside. You was you raised to be thinking like this?
What did you say? How was I raised?
How far back did this happen? Because when you do something like that, it doesn't happen just like that. something happened.
Yeah,
I mean, I was raised as a teenager, things we went through that brought us to that place.
It's so interesting you asked that. That's such a dive into who I am. Well, I grew up very holistically. I mean, I grew up literally in the countryside of North Carolina, surrounded by cotton fields, like literally. My dad, actually the house I grew up in, my dad tore down an old plantation house and built it with new materials. So I grew up very rooted in my ancestral heritage and of the earth. So I grew up like running in the woods. We grew our own food, like a very natural lifestyle, and really learned about like how, like we always ate things a certain way, and really just thinking about how can I nourish and heal myself from a young age through food and things like that. So that was definitely instilled in me naturally. And then as I became more of an adult, just, when you start dealing with things as an adult, being in corporate, dealing with anxiety, dealing with traumas. And my go-to was always not to go the pharmaceutical route. For me, it was like, I got to learn deeper about how to heal myself naturally and understand that these things that I was raised on are a part of my lifestyle and a part of just my people. And I need to plug into what that is and utilize it for myself. So yeah, that was definitely something like I was raised that way as a base, but then kind of dived into more in my early 20s.
Well, and it shows, and I knew there was a deeper place. I could feel it when I saw you. I said, this is a deeper place. This is not something she went to corporate America, did a research, did a study, and then bam, it happened. No, this was a process. And
yeah.
So thanks for sharing that. Now, in these times, I feel like all of us are ahead of our time.
Yeah.
Because people are really needing alternatives.
Yes.
They need to come into our lifestyle. And how is your work now? Has it grown as a result of these times? People are really seeking you out more than ever?
Yeah. It has been an absolute blessing to see how our community, listen, this has been our community. Like for us, building community around wellness is the pillar of how we thrive and survive. Period.
Come on.
If it wasn't for our community, we would not be thriving during this time. And it makes me want to cry. Everything makes me want to cry right now. It's just been such a blessing because people have really come out and support us. Our practitioners as well, our practitioner community, which is what honestly I feel like the biggest collective of Black and POC practitioners that there is. And they really show up. They show up transparently. They show up with all the knowledge, the love. It's incredible. And for me, it's a holistic cycle. So everything plays into each other. The people that are offering the healing, the people that are receiving the healing. And I feel like during this time when people need it even more to feel like they can move on and not feel also like, it's been a tough year, but we've had to plug in and understand, like, how do I take this and turn it into something more beautiful and abundant, right? And so I think more than ever, I think because that energy is cultivated and within the wellness space, it's important to have that karmic cycle moving where everyone's feeding each other. So we don't get stuck in this stagnant energy of what feels stagnant externally, but really if we're doing the internal work, we can move that out of us and turn it into something beautiful. So I'm all about taking what feels negative like COVID and things that have been happening, but using my faith and the power and the energy of community to keep this moving, right? To keep this good energy flowing and what we're bringing in. I'm all about abundance right now. I can't even cultivate that stuff is not going to happen or keep moving or being successful or thriving.
Well, you're the only one like that in Brooklyn. I already know. I've been around the world. I've been around the block. You're the only one like that. And so this is a place of refuge. This is also a place that healers can come to that reflects us. So the healers that are in your space, what are they doing in your space?
Yes. So I don't know if I clarified, our physical space is closed right now, but everything's virtual.
Okay.
But right now,
virtual.
Yes. So right now, virtually, it's been really amazing. So our membership is daily yoga meditation. So we have a very extensive background of different modalities and lineages. So we have everything from Kemetic meditation to more Zen Buddhist tradition. We have different yoga with yin and restorative. It's very expansive, and it really shows the collective of how these modalities can be expressed, because I feel like often it's a very narrow perspective of how we meditate, how we practice yoga, and it's not. And there's a lot of different cultures that these modalities come from, right? So that was really important for us. We also have private sessions we're doing virtually, so energy healing, therapy, talk therapy. We have a really big focus on mental health, especially supporting the Black community and making sure we have Black practitioners. We have holistic naturopathic medicine that's virtual as well. We have a lot of different modalities, workshops, different, women's circles, womb wellness. We have men's groups. We hold panel discussions. And we also have a really amazing...
It's a place to be.
Yes.
It's a place to be.
So we're virtually busting it out.
It's everything. I love all that. It's some of everything. It's like whatever your needs are, just reach. How do they register, follow you, stay with you, take the workshops, do the therapy? Please get now. They're excited on the edge of their seat.
So you can visit healhouse.com. That's HEALHAUS. And you can also follow us on Instagram, Heal House. And you can just go to daily classes, workshops. It's very easy. You can check anything out, try it out. I welcome everyone to explore what's good for them, what resonates with them. But yeah, it's been really exciting, and we hope to continue to support our community. It's so necessary, and why what you do, Queen, is so necessary. And you are the OG, and thankful that you are here for our community, because we need elders to also lead this charge. And so I'm just really grateful for you and what you stand for.
Well, I get out, because I'm going to come and teach a yoga class there. Boom yoga dance.
Listen, come do a virtual event with us, please. I'm going to hit you up.
Thank you so much. Just call Kazi.
I will. I will definitely hit Kazi. Thank you so much. Okay, sounds great. Much love. Thank you.
Oh, this is good. Good stuff. I feel healed up already. I feel strong. I'm in community. We're not out here by ourselves. We have places to go. We have healers to see. We're about to heal ourselves in all our condition. I can't help but dance. That's a spiritual thing. Queen Esther, how are you doing over there, baby? What is happening in the universe? What is the universal read for today? Do we have some wonderful guests?
Queen,
Wonderful guests, and they're so creative.
I'm so inspired about this day. This show today was absolutely amazing. First of all, I'd like to say your spa is intriguing and amazing. Your spa, over the top, Queen. Classic. Beautiful. And I just wonder, and what I got from that, Queen, when we were children, we used to have the Barbie dolls and the Barbie doll houses. And I'm just saying to everyone, why not make your house a healing center? Put the crystals there, put the plants there, fruit there. Just have fun with the healing, because we need it every day. We need it. It's a part of our life. That's some place you also, when you go to the place, now you get the one-on-one treatment, you get the specialty. But at home, put the pillows up. You've been saying this for years, Queen.
Yes, that's a sacred healing space.
Also, the love couple came with the healing, and that was so because that's empire building. It was the male and the female and the baby, and now this is how we build empires.
Come on,
we build an empire. We can't build a family, so that was so encouraging, Queen, to see the families coming together. And our little sister here, she's been into the healing. She stays in the healing. She has it in Brooklyn. I mean, we're just healing all over the place, Queen. This is so inspiring. And it should be, because right now, I'll tell you where we are today. Today we are on the Blue Crystal Storm. The Blue Crystal
Storm. Break that down.
Yeah, well, see, the blue is a place of transformation. First of all, we're coming from the West. We are all transforming. Can you feel the transformation happening in our life, in the country, in the world? Transformation. The crystal now, a crystal has many facets. And we are all different facets of a crystal, but when we put it together, we are reflecting, we're attracting light. It's a beautiful thing. The crystal means cooperation, working together in unity. Okay, so that's how we shine and reflect and move through multiple energies as a crystal. And the third part is a storm. Yes, we may be in a storm right now, Queen. But what we need to do is stay in the center of the storm. Don't get caught out. Don't get caught out here, Queen. Stay in the center of the storm and let the storm happen around you. Stay with the
Stay in that sacred space.
You got it, Queen. Stay centered, stay focused, stay in love, stay on point, stay in the eye of the storm.
Wow.
Okay?
Well, Esther, they need to go ahead and get a GPS reading. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, Queen. We all
help them stay in that sacred space.
Yes, Queen, because everybody's becoming leaders right now. We have to lead ourselves, we have to lead our families, and we need the tools. We need to be equipped. Your GPS just fortifies who you thought you were. That's who you are. So get on it and be your whole full self. Don't ask anyone to validate you, waiting for people to give you the authority. No, be your authentic, beautiful, powerful self. There's only one of you. And when you get that GPS reading, you say, that's what I thought. That's what I was hoping. That's why this keeps happening. It just validates who you thought you were. Now that you know who you are, be about your business. Be about your life. Be about your healing. Be about your prosperity. Be about all of that. Be about your family. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. When you're clear, then you can move forward. Your galactic purpose is your signature. It's what you signed up for. TheMoonCall.com. I offer that to you. And when we get through that session, you will be like ready to go because we'll be totally clear. TheMoonCall.com with Queen Esther. And I'll be so happy to facilitate.
Yes. That's Shakti. Yes. In alignment.
Transformation. Yes, Queen.
There's nothing like being in alignment. Sometimes we get feelings of what it is. And when you get that reading, oh, that's why I do this. That's why I'm attracting this. That's who I really am. And that's your information that gets you through it, to be able to stay in your sacred place.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you for being there, Queen, for holding it. You've been holding it, and you're still the same. Something is working, Queen. You're showing that part. That part.
All right. Come on now. Take your freedom.
Okay. You understand? Taking my freedom. Putting it in my soul.
We have these griots, these visionaries, and they're good for music.
Look at my life like it's golden.
Affirmation.
Like it's golden.
Like it's golden? In the middle of a storm? In the middle of a storm.
Gold.
Live your life like it's golden.
In the middle of a storm. Come on, give thanks. Bless the Sunday. Bless it. Bless it.
Hey.
Singing loud and strong.
Loud and strong.
Thank you for coming in.
Ashe. Central circle. Give thanks to love you.
That's good.
Like it's golden.